So, how does a simple idea, a spark, turn into something real, something you can actually use? Well, today, we're going to look at a roadmap, a step by step guide that does exactly that. I mean, we've all been there, haven't we? You get this brilliant idea, this aha moment. But then what? The next step, and the one after that, it all just feels foggy, overwhelming. But what if I told you there's a map for that journey? Yep, that's what we're diving into today. And this isn't just some abstract theory. No, this is a real story, a case study about how a group of students took a simple campus frustration and, using this exact framework, turned it into a real deal innovation. All right, so here's our game plan. We'll start with the idea, the spark. Then we'll introduce the roadmap itself. We'll look at the foundation, the pillars, then the engine that makes it all go, and finally, we'll see the impact it all had. Let's get into it. Okay, so where do great ideas come from? A lot of the time, they start with a problem, right? A simple, everyday annoyance. And that's exactly where our story begins, on a college campus. Just imagine this for a second. You're on campus, trying to find a quiet classroom to study, but you're just wandering around aimlessly. Or you see something that needs fixing, like a broken light, and you're like, who do I even tell? These little things, they really add up. We're talking wasted time, wasted energy, and just plain bad communication. So what was the big idea? Honestly, it was beautifully simple. A smart campus app. One place where you could see open classrooms, report a problem with a single tap, and get instant updates. Simple, right? But the potential impact, wow, it was huge. But a great idea is one thing. Actually building it, that's the hard part. And this is where our guide, the SNS Innovation Roadmap, enters the picture. It was the perfect structure to take that app from just an idea to a real working thing. So this roadmap has three main parts, and they all work together. First, you've got the foundation, the 5 pillars. Then you've got the engine for teamwork, the 3C framework. And finally, you have the steering wheel that guides it all to a finished product, the 3P framework. Let's dig into each one. All right, first things first, the foundation. You can think of these 5 pillars as the bedrock of the whole project. Without a strong base like this, even the most brilliant idea can just fall apart. These pillars create the perfect environment for innovation to really grow. Yep, 5 of them. And each one has a really specific, really important job to do. And what I love about this is how real these pillars are. Academic excellence wasn't about textbooks. It was students using their actual coding skills. Research and innovation meant they got their hands dirty building a prototype. Entrepreneurship? They pitched it like a real startup. Social responsibility gave them a mission to save energy. And industry collaboration meant they weren't working in a bubble. They got feedback from pros in the field. So you see, the pillars connect everything. It stopped being just an app project and became this whole ecosystem of learning, building, business thinking, and actually doing some good in the world, all at once. Okay, so if the pillars are our solid foundation, the 3C and 3P frameworks, well, that's the engine. This is the action plan that really gets things moving. Let's kick things off with the 3Cs. This part is all about people, about teamwork. And the formula is simple. Connect, collaborate, and then create. And it worked beautifully. They didn't just guess what people needed, they went out and connected with the actual campus staff. Then they collaborated, pulling together students from IT, engineering, even business programs. And because of that amazing teamwork, they were able to create a prototype that actually worked. So you've got your team firing on all cylinders with the 3Cs. Awesome. But how do you make sure you're all heading in the right direction? That's where the 3Ps come in. This framework is all about balance, people, process, and product. For the people part, it wasn't just the core team. It was a whole circle of students, mentors, and even industry pros. But even the best team needs a good plan, a solid process. So instead of winging it, they used a super effective method called design thinking. And design thinking is genius because it forces you to build what people actually want. You start by really empathizing with them. Then you define the exact problem you're solving. From there, you brainstorm, you ideate. Then you build a rough version, a prototype, and you test it with real people. It's this constant loop of build, learn, repeat. And that's the magic of the 3Ps, right? It keeps everything grounded. You've got the right people following the right process to build a product that actually matters. Okay, so we've got the idea, we've got the roadmap. The big question is, did it work? Let's talk about the results, because this is where it gets really good. The results were, well, incredible. For the students, they learned skills you just can't get from a textbook. For the campus, it meant real savings and better efficiency. The project even got official recognition from the institution's Innovation Council. But the best part? This wasn't just a class project that got forgotten. It became a real, fully functional system that the college actually uses. In this quote just nails it. By following this roadmap, they hit a trifecta. The students grew, the college innovated, and the entire campus community benefited. It's a total win-win-win. So what this story really shows us is that this roadmap, it's more than just a checklist. It's a repeatable journey. It gives you the foundation, the engine, and the direction to take pretty much any idea and make it a reality. And that brings us right back to where we started. Now that you've seen how it's done, a clear path from a simple idea all the way to real-world impact, it kind of makes you wonder, doesn't it? With a guide like this, what problem are you going to solve? What will your roadmap build?